decision match number 1. We got Flame in the upper right for, of course, Dust and the US. And he's meeting his Brazilian opponent in PhilBois, Human Night Elf on AZ. Looking forward to that. And I wonder how close to the meta they will be playing.
Well, this doesn't look like a tower rush, so
Yeah.
so Flame probably just gonna insta expo. That's my guess. I don't think Flame plays one base human against Night Elf, especially not on AZ. So I expect him just to insta expo against this.
Yeah, no, Flame obviously talks to Cruncher a lot about the meta. He plays pretty closely to Cruncher, has his own style. He, more of a tank guy, likes more towers, stuff like that, likes to tower rush more. But when it comes to a standard game, he's very well up to date on what the best way to play is. So
Oh my
probably
god,
gonna see
what
his
is this?
expo. Pot him. Mass
Pot 'em.
hunt.
What?
I love
What? It's mass hunts. Oh no.
Is this
And
Doc playing
a
out?
classic.
So the thing is, with this Insta Expo, you don't send the Footman Scout because you need to pull the camp. So it is gonna be a surprise.
You
But
just
wait,
cancel
it's
the
not
expo
hunts.
when you see it. I think you just cancel the expo.
Yeah, you
It's
cancel the
not.
Expo as soon as you see it, and then you just go back to one base and then win that way.
You just get mortars, you tower up, you get a couple towers in your base, you get a workshop in the back, turtle with level 3 Archmage, hopefully. Yeah, you're right. Will
Yeah.
you? What's
No
the
hunt.
bottom follow-up? I don't see a hunt hall yet. He doesn't have the wood for it quite yet, so maybe soon.
Yeah, I mean, it's not hunts. It doesn't look like hunts. Unless he just wants this early Archer and Ancient of War to creep the fast level 2, but does Potom even need fast level 2?
Searing Arrow can be pretty good with Peasant Harass.
Oh, there it
Yep.
is. Okay,
There
it is
And
hunts.
he's got the lumber for the second Ancient of War as well. Loves the haste and a Tome of Agility. Very, very strong.
Very
And
good.
The wisp sees the creeping. But Flame doing a pretty good job with the creeping so far. No damage taken.
There needs to be 2 wisps for the detonates, but he didn't bring them.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, and the watermelon split, so the wisp is not committed. And the bottom not quite running over, gets gauntlets. And the Archmage took a little bit damage at the end.
Alright, he's getting level 2. Big invul potion also decent, I would think. There's not going to be much hero focus here, I feel.
I think it's actually one of the worst drops you can get here. If it was like a Warden or a Demon Hunter, even then you prefer healing. So I think it's a little unlucky for him. I think he really needed mana.
Scroll the Beast would have been great as well. Oh, Flame doesn't have the lumber.
Yeah, that's pretty typical to have to wait a few seconds when you insta expo, but he's not gonna expo. He instantly sends them home.
Alright.
Yeah, smart of Flame. Yeah, just tech. He hasn't taken any losses yet, and he's got level 2, so now he can just not worry about defending 2 points at the same time as main base and expansion. He can creep, he can get level 3 Archmage, and with level 3 Archmage, the hunts become close to useless, but not quite useless. They're still pretty good, as OC knows.
And FK, where's FK, by the way?
Yeah, he had a kid.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Muzzle top.
Yeah, so Flame playing this correctly, and I honestly don't know what PhilBois is gonna be able to do here. Although I'm surprised at the fast lumber mill because he already overbuilt peasants. It's not like he needs it, unless he's just trying to put up some
I think
towers.
a guard tower. I think a single guard tower or maybe 2 guard towers aggressively, and then you just sort of open your base up in the back, get level 3 Archmage, and just chill. And scout if they're teching. If they're not teching, you can be happy to just sit in the back of your base. But PhilBois is going to attack right now, so there will be a follow-up to this.
There's the blacksmith. So like typically what I would like, you want as fast a blacksmith as you can because you want to get rifleman out quickly because rifleman kind of just shred hunts, but and he's not actually building a tower. So I'm not sure what the plan with the lumber mill was. Maybe it's just, yeah, I actually don't know.
Yeah, I have no idea either. Like, what is PhilBois going to do? He could transition into Dryads, but then there's rifles, and whatever else he can build, it's not going to be benefiting from the bottom.
Fairy dragons.
Fairy Dragon Mass.
He's gonna transition into fairy dragons.
With a Dark Ranger second.
Like, he could go into archers and
Yep.
put 1 or 2 mountain giants and use like another second hero. I don't know though.
He's not. Oh wait, no, he is building more hunts. That's 1 more hunt. Oh, Tree of Life. So the plan is an expansion.
Nice. And he knows where Flame is. He knows there's no level 2 water elementals quite yet, so the cancel will be much harder, especially with the delaying he's managing to do right now. The peasants are running over. Oh, just to creep the green, and that's smart from Flame. That'll give him level 3 while he's defending his main base.
Yeah, that's super smart. I really like this from Flame.
He's multitasking as well. A little bit of damage on the footman, but that's what you get. Like, yeah, there's no chance for the footman against the huntress. They're just getting wrecked. You're just waiting for the rifles. That's fine.
He also has boots already, which is really good. So he's just right-clicking the priestess. He uses the boots so he can get in and out of position. He can chase down if he needs to. Overall, just really solid.
Yeah, without the boots, I feel like you can kind of just chase the Archmage the entire game with Searing Arrow. So the boots, I think, a very good response. Flame got those immediately with the dust as soon as he saw the Potom and canceled the expansion. So I think that's a good choice. Flame seems to know what he's doing against this.
Which makes me wonder, who plays this on ladder that he's been running into?
Duck plays it with his off race on ladder, and he plays
Potom?
He plays Potom, Hunts, instant expansion. He'll go Moonwell, expansion, altar into Potom. That's his build.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah, and he goes Potom, mass Hunts. But,
so,
you know, probably other people do it.
This creep here is always questionable from the human because you want to save this. Like, the Archmage is already level 3, and you need to save camps for your MK to get level 3. And like here, into the kobolds, into like one more camp, like the Merc camp, or even just the lab is going to be level 3 for the MK. But now that he doesn't have that, I think it's hard. But if you get a fast level 3 on the MK, I feel like you're just in such a good spot. And it is a Dark Ranger. Did you call this? Is it Fairy Dragons?
It's a Dark Ranger, Fairy Dragons, but he's getting lures. Okay.
Yeah.
that would be
50% at least.
That would be.
It's okay.
You're
Dark
basically
Ranger's
the
pretty
NA Neo. Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm. Yeah.
The Prophet.
The prophet indeed.
I like that Flame's stealing this Golem, and he's stealing it as the Ancient of War is running over, so he knows that PhilBois wanted to creep this camp, but he's not going to see the Tree of Life. He may be able to feel the Tree of Life, though, you know what I mean?
Yeah, when there's no mass hunts, like it's not 50 supply, it's only 40, that, yeah, you can feel that.
You know
I
what?
feel like PhilBois could have just attacked his main.
Yes.
Like, there's no towers. Like, running back like this is a mistake. I think he should have just, oh, you're not here? Fine, I'm just going to kill your buildings.
I don't even know if he can win this fight. If there's one more water elemental, although there's not level 2 brilliance aura quite yet, but if there was one more with the bolt, oh, he's got a wand of mana stealing though. Yeah, so I think this is a winnable fight for Flame if he kites properly and uses his bolt sufficiently. But a little bit low on mana on the Mountain King.
I think he can just trade it out.
But if he loses
Weird
trees,
bolt.
that's big losses, right? You want to build the mana pool.
Yeah, you don't have to trade is the other thing, because as the game goes on, your army gets more and more efficient. And he's having a little bit of trouble. He brings the militia, but they're not going to be that helpful against the hunts.
Nice heal.
Nice scroll of healing.
Value of the heal scroll, guys. Really well done.
And the Expo's rooting in the meantime. Nice multitasking. It's going to be perfectly on time, and Flame crept it for him, so he doesn't know about the Expo either, but he does have wards to scout.
Yeah,
so.
it's a ward right in his face there, so he knows. He should know.
Mortars? Question mark?
Nope.
I don't think you have to go into mortars. I think if you just have a high level MK plus rifles and priests and maybe like 1 or 2 sorks, you're just fine. Like if you get level 3, you can go clap level 2, and hunts just die in like 1 clap.
That's true. And the moon just runs low, especially when there's no bears, although PhilBois is teching to tier 3.
Players' forces are under attack.
Oh.
There's a scout farm in his base.
It's kind of old school, although you do it much earlier back in the day, but people used to do it, and then you put like a shop next to it. That was pretty cool. When humans were still scouting with militia. Those were
Yeah,
the
back
days.
in the day.
So
You still do
bad,
it sometimes on Echo Isles, though,
Yep.
because they might do like the greedy merc camp creep, and you want to send a first militia over to try to stop it.
Mhm.
And then you can just put a farm in their base.
I love it. So old school, dude.
Kind of baffled for how long he can make good usage of these hunts. Like, obviously it wasn't the best strategy after all, as Flame was reacting so well and quick to this. But he can creep with this. He was trading for priest and rifles. That's good play by Phil's here.
I think the right play right now is a Zeppelin drop. The base is blocked for
Yeah.
flame, there's no towers, and if he forces a TP, he just either TP's out and then re-drops when the TP's gone. But I think that's a really good play that PhilBois can make right now.
That is such a sick call. That is definitely 100% the best play you can do right now. Because he needs to make use of these hunts before they are obsolete, and they're very, very quickly becoming obsolete.
53
Once you
supply.
can't fight the army, and there's an expo up. So if you can't fight the army, there's an expo up, there's militia. Just go kill his main base. He doesn't even have militia to be called, militia to repair the main. And right now he's losing this fight, but he's focusing the Archmage.
With a big invul though. Oh, that's a big help now. Hunts are just disappearing. The Mountain King's becoming stronger and stronger. Dark Ranger in trouble. A little bit of healing here for Phil. But that's level 4 Archmage. At the same time, he's towering up the expansion a little bit. TP forced now, but...
Huh.
Wait, he lost quite a bit at the end there. All the priests gone. Ah, no, there's 2.
Yeah, this is kind of slowly slipping away from
Players'
flame.
forces are under attack.
Like, Phil needs Mountain Giants, and then he should be fine.
Yeah, I agree. He is tier 3 for it. He's got 1,000 gold. Maybe get a Shredder, and then start to go into those upgrades as soon as you can.
I think Flame's big mistake was not like you can play more patient and just get the level 3 Mountain King. Like and once you have enough units, you get over a cap, your ranged armies just fight so much more efficiently. And with the clap, like the hunts are completely useless. But now he's in trouble.
4 experience away, but yeah, like you need kind of scrolls. There's a lot of poison. There's a lot of Huntress AOE damage. So he needs a scroll, maybe an invuln, but he's gonna get to level 3, and then I guess he's got to all in this expansion.
He's never gonna
Yeah,
get
but
to
the first
7.
Mountain Giant is almost out, and that even just one Mountain Giant makes this so hard.
There's only one upgrade. Maybe with slow he can do something.
2 Sorks. One has full mana, so that's a lot. And there is a lot of Dryads, but sometimes it's hard to multitask that when they're all dying in one shot.
Heal scrolls.
Zeppelin. An interesting choice, but I guess if you get it over the trees and save units that way, there's no air units.
This is not really a scary army at all. 45 supply. Usually the human always the supply lead. The native trying to catch up, but that time's over.
And it's still not even a level 3 MK, so like the heroes aren't even scary.
Yeah.
Oh, he is level 3 now. He just got it.
In the Zeppelin.
man.
Yeah, but the taunt is really, really hard to deal with. Theo clap. It's hard. Yeah, he does, but only on 2
Wait, why did
units
he
here.
clap the Dryads?
Good question.
It's only level 1 clap, so he does have level 2 Stormbolt. And he can go for some sort of a hero focus. That might be his out. He's still got one more heal scroll. Now both heal scrolls already used. And the last priest's going to go down.
Oh!
Let's go this
Oh,
around.
Archmage!
Zeppelin?
Oh my... Zeppelin!
Focus, focus, focus.
Oh my god.
Can he get it?
Oh, the Dryads are so fast.
Oh!
So close.
Drop it.
Oh,
He did
he
drop
dropped
it.
He dropped it.
Now the positioning's pretty good. Does he have another clap maybe? Okay, the last hunt goes down. Bolt, focus fire possibly. Yep, there's the focus fire. Maybe gonna force the town portal.
Clap as well.
Oh.
Everything on this bottom needs a
MK's gonna
TP.
die.
Was it damage
Is he
enough?
gonna-
MK!
Oh shit! At level 5, flame extinguished.
Nice try, Flame. Nice try, but it's looking kind of over this expansion. 1,200
Wow.
gold,
Dude.
GG called, and what a game from PhilBois.
He might be able to eat
Phil
60
boys.
nuggets, but not kill PhilBois.
60 nuggets and 10 beers, but can't take down one little PhilBois.
Damn, this looked so good for such a long time. What an awkward
I can't
strategy.
believe pot him first. Oh my god.
Pot
It
him
worked.
first into Giant. It did work indeed. And now he's one step away from the close qualifier.
PhilBois from Brazil qualifying? Wow, this would be crazy. This would be an insane upset.
I wonder, when was the last time we had a Brazilian player in a major tournament? Or even last stage of the group stage or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I have no clue.
But if anybody's gonna do it, it's gonna be PhilBois.
It's gonna be PhilBois indeed.
Flame 2. Could he do it again? Could he do it again?
Northern Isles is definitely like Lolite at Moon showed. You can play Huntress into AP push here.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, a lot of room by the expansion to build stuff if you wanted to go for some sort of a rush. We've already seen an Ancient of War rush in the main base. There's
Yeah.
a lot of claws. Pot him with claws. Pretty strong.
Yeah, I think I honestly think that the keeper with the AP or Ancient War push is really, really strong here because it's hard to defend your expansion and be checking the main to see if he's putting it up. But I don't think he plays the keeper style. Will he play a Warden though? I do know for a while Warden was really popular on this map.
With that ping though?
Yeah, that's true. Maybe that's why he plays Potom.
Yeah, that's exactly what Foggy did for a long time when he played Netty's qualifiers and stuff. Especially in mirror matches.
And here we go. It would be so crazy if we saw a Brazilian and then, what is it, the Venezuelan Fred, or is he's in Chile now? What if the two of them qualified?
That would be
That'd
great.
be so cool.
That would be such a middle finger to Blizzard. Like, we don't care if you don't give us service. We rule anyway.
The rise of South America, man.
The Forgotten Sons. Never forgotten by us or anyone in the scene. Just, you know.
Dude, somebody just said we have Pele and PhilBois in the chat. I think there's a lot of Brazilians here chilling PhilBois on right now.
Oh,
awesome,
Wagner. Awesome. All right. Match points for our Brazilian boy.
Did we see a Potom again? I'm
I think
so
it's
excited.
a strong strategy. I definitely don't think it's a bad cheese strategy. I think it's something that the human has to play very well to beat. And you know, sometimes it's hard. You gotta do a lot of multitasking. You gotta get that level 3 while being under pressure of harassment. You gotta deal with that expansion when the clock is ticking, and it could be really tough.
Fred says his net is back, by the way.
Nice.
So if this game is over, then we'll have Fred versus Deuce again.
Nice. The admin said that it's up to Deuce if he wants to give regame or not for map 1.
Oh my god, PhilBois is getting so much love in the chat.
That's really
Wow.
awesome.
This is so
Imagine.
cool.
If we have some mods here, don't time out for Portuguese, however you pronounce it, but don't time out for their language.
Yeah, let them support their player.
Yeah.
I mean, it's been a long time since they've seen their player in a final match
Yeah.
qualifying for anything, so they've got to be so excited.
The
Demon
spirit
Hunter.
of Pato, somewhere here in PhilBois.
Demon Hunter on this map is also okay.
Yeah, definitely.
I think the problem though is you need good ping with Demon Hunter because it's a lot of staffing. You have to be very careful with your Demon Hunter. So I'm curious about it. I feel like Keeper or Potom, they're easier to play. They're lower ping heroes because it's more strategical movement. Wait. Oh, I thought he was going towards his base. I saw the militia running towards the middle for a second. I was like, wait, Flame?
We've seen level 1 Archmage defend tower rushes. It does happen. In fact, in Anaheim, Flame told me because I was like not practiced. So I was like, what can I do to beat Demonic? I don't know if I can beat him. He goes Mountain Giants. He's like, just tier 1 tower rush him with an Archmage. With defend. It didn't work, but you know, Flame told me to do it.
So the thing with this creep route, so this is like a level 3 creep route rather than the Insta Expo, but the Demon Hunter will be here in time to try to deal a lot of damage and maybe even steal like the Blue Ogre at the expansion and prevent the level 3.
Players' forces are under
So like typically the standard is Insta Expo, but Flame's still really a big fan of trying to get the level 3 before he expands.
And the item's not the best for either player. The Scroll of Beast will be good later on if you can use it before the bears are out, of course. For PhilBois, if there's a bunch of archers, something like that. But for now, these items are not really going to get much use at all. Maybe Flame can get an extra water elemental. Maybe he can avoid a mana burn with the cloak, but he at least got good experience.
Alright, so militia moving out. Here's the police.
So a big key here is if he's able to use wisps, and this is why I really like bringing 2 wisps to this kind of attack, is you get rid of the 2 water elementals, and his peasants are going to take a lot of damage. Then you burn the Archmage, and there's just no more water elementals.
He had 1, and there's 3 Ellies here. This could be a big detonate, although the creeps are going to be pretty much cleaned up, but still good experience. There's 1. Maybe he can get the last hit. He gets the parry up, actually. Does he avoid the surround? Flame! I
think he can...
locks it in.
Wow, I thought for a second he could fight out, but not enough evasion. The parry up helped a little. It was so close, he almost mana burned the Ogre Magi. Little too
This is
early.
the problem with trying to do this on 350 ping, though, is that you need to hit that last hit with the mana burn, but that's like a ping play.
Early Huntress Hall. Well, maybe not too early. It's like a 10 seconds early. I was thinking like maybe he's getting a second Ancient War down, but no, probably just going to go for a counter expansion. He didn't do enough damage, but Flame is going to be level 3, so cancels are a potential here.
If Lado's in chat, please tell me if this is the infamous 35 supply Mountain Giant rush. Yes,
Oh
yes.
my god. How do you get away with that?
Yesterday, apparently, there were some clear indicators for Rush Mountain Giants, which I kind of missed because I've never seen that strategy before. Well, you're just left alone until you have 6 to 7 Mountain Giants, and then you grab some sticks and you clobber down expansions like crazy.
And you try to tank against the 6 Mountain Giants, apparently, and they're pretty good against tanks.
Yeah, that wasn't too smart either. But it was fun.
Yeah, the Expo dying with mass repair because it's just too much damage. Oh, yeah.
This Expo from PhilBois is for sure going to die. I mean, Flame knows his stuff. He knows that either it's going to be fast bears and a push on his own Expo, or it's a counter Expo at this timing. And as a Demon Hunter, it's just so hard to get this counter Expo up, especially if he didn't do a lot of damage. So this game is already going into really bad position for PhilBois.
Could have been worse. I think the archers were caught off guard by like 5 footmen. Yeah. They could have all died, but okay. It's the end for the expansion right here.
Yeah, this is perfect for Flame. He's macroing peasants. Didn't forget to do that. Going to be able to tech relatively soon. There's a tech.
This is a super fast tech. This is a super fast tech. That's actually another advantage of the creep route he went with. When you go into Expo, you don't have as many peasants mining lumber for as long, so your tech like tends to be a little bit later. But with his creep route, he got that really fast tech.
And you creep it easier, so you tend to lose less on the harassment as well. More footmen, higher level Archmage, better items. And the boots. I like the boots.
Panda. Oh, that was an
Panda?
invite!
Oh.
We all love to hug pandas, but not that way.
You should rebind your move key to Q instead of using M. He still uses M. And you just missed that surround, Flame, if you're watching this.
I use Z, actually.
Oh, that's good, too. I use Q, but, you know, Z is fine. Z is fine.
It's because I use Q, W, E, R for all my abilities.
Yeah.
Right, right. You're a Dota player.
Yep.
A player's forces
Which
are
key
under
is
attack.
clap?
It's W.
Alright, is that key broken on your keyboard?
Is under siege.
It's the one I have to replace the most often, though.
Mine is my right-click mouse button from my Blade Master, you know?
Spam that shit.
Misclicking on hexed units because the hitboxes are bugged. I love it.
That's true. The hitbox bug is a problem.
One of many.
Possible.
Oh,
Are under attack.
nice engine of war creep here by PhilBois. By the way, Carson, I think you're getting more and more quiet. I don't know what's up there.
Is that right? Maybe I'll leave the call and rejoin really quick.
He's like
That was-
slinking further and further back in his chair.
Think so, yeah.
Getting more and more relaxed.
Testing. Sometimes that helps when
Yeah.
you speed it.
Seems okay to me.
Yeah, I'm in the same position I've always been. I can turn my mic up, but I'm afraid it will clip.
It's fine. It's fine. Nobody complained so far. So it's
Beautiful.
just me.
Dude, we see the staff of teleportation from... He learned this from Got Quail, I'm pretty sure.
For sure.
I love that play. You see TH and Infi really utilize that item as well as the Zeppelins for a lot of mobility. I just
Player's
love to see that
forces
from
are
human
under
players.
That was really nice because Quail was cheering for Flame before in chat, and now he uses that move that Quail displayed before. Nice. Like it.
And creep too, really nice. Flame's gonna get both middle camps, I believe. Did he? Or he got creep jacked at the shop earlier, so he didn't quite get both. But this is a big creep for Flame.
Yeah, it's kind of a mistake from PhilBois, like not being able, like if you have the tech advantage and you have your second hero, you should be taking all the big creep camps. But with Flame getting them, I don't know. I feel like just the game is slipping away from PhilBois here. I'm not even sure what he can do anymore. Originally, I was thinking maybe he can do like a 4-bear push, but there's already 3 towers and there's even a couple of buildings in the way.
Nice. Those farms are real nice.
Yeah, it's like only like 3 bears and a hero can get in there and actually attack this very easily.
Yeah, PhilBois has to creep and then some. The Blood Mage is coming. Bear's almost ready. 51 supply for Flame though. That's a little bit of an issue. 2 units about to die, but the Regen Scroll will fix that in a bit. Panda tanking a lot. With Reju, not too much of an issue.
This is Panda 3, not quite.
Oh.
Is there a camp nearby? There's a couple of green camps, but that's a long ways to run, but he does get the Lion Horn, which is pretty nice.
Yep.
I like the Blood Mage second. I think this is a really good call, especially if they go Panda second. Like you just need to drain the hero mana. That's the only way that you're losing this game is if the heroes get out of control. So I like this.
How do you stop this Blood Mage?
You
Once
don't.
Once he's 3, like your Panda's useless, and he's gonna be facing breakers as well, probably. This is a rough match for PhilBois.
Yeah. So the breakers only have a timing when they're super useful. Once there's too many mountain giants, like 2 or 3, suddenly breakers are really bad in your army. But PhilBois doesn't, still doesn't have an expansion, so it's unlikely he's ever getting mountain giants this game. So it's pretty good from Flame to just go into like a mass tier 2 comp and probably push around 80 pop.
Yeah, just gonna probably call all his militia once he hits 70, 75 population. Get a couple heal scrolls, which he already has one of. Maybe one more of those would be useful, and then just go to the expansion once it's up. He's got another 1.5 minutes, 2 minutes before he has to hit the expansion, and by then he's gonna be more than ready.
Flame gave him a little time as he had to kill 1 farm and rebuild it. That's valuable seconds here. What's next?
Looks like Flame's going for his push now, but at the same time, PhilBois is going into the main base, and the Panda has a lot of breath thanks to that pendant.
They will clash now, right?
Players' forces are under attack.
47 against 60, but tier 3 against tier 2 and level 3 against level 1 secondary heroes. So maybe a chance for PhilBois in these fights.
I don't think this is the right timing for Flame to be fighting, to be honest. I think he should just wait until he has more units. This is almost like an anti-timing for him and a good timing for PhilBois, because this is the best it's ever going to get.
Yeah, absolutely
But
right.
there's also no dispel and a lot of slow.
He needs to bring wisps. That's the only way.
Staff use. Maybe an archer kill, but I doubt this bear is going to go down, especially with the potential for so many rejuves. There's only 1 breaker in the army at the moment, and pretty low on mana is he. Archer. Goes down. Panda.
Not a great breath.
Trying to get rid of the
You really
machine.
need to save the breaths to hit the majority of the backline army and like when you're going to go in, but...
Tree is up now. Flame, really important that he always gets these heal scrolls against the Panda.
He's just going to push it.
Yep.
65 supply. He's got the 2 ivory towers. Like to see those. You know, we don't see him too often anymore. Ever since the nerf, only getting 2 at that shop. But I like to get a couple arcane towers, burn that Panda's mana along with the mana drain. Be helpful.
He needs wisps. This slow is just so bad for him. Although the Sorks are out of mana now.
Okay. A couple of units are
Wisps
burning
are
here.
coming in.
Can he hit the lot? That wasn't too great. He's going for the Archmage. A little bit of a Hail Mary. Blocks himself with the Water Elemental. Blocks his way out though as well. New Dryads coming in to dispel and put some damage on the towers.
Yeah, I think he's doing this. Like, the Panda's out of mana, but the Bears have amazing surface area. The Fedder's putting in work, and the Archers and the Dryads are completely uncontested. There's a decent amount of Water Elemental that can be dealt with pretty easily. And there's the TP. This is a destruction from PhilBois this fight. Blood Mage! Oh, almost going down. It doesn't go down in the end, but the Ankh is there.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
so this is... This was such a big problem from Flame. It was an anti-timing. He didn't need to push there. The Expo had just gotten up. It hasn't even really mined anything. He was only at 65 pop, and his Sorks were out of mana. His heroes weren't. His Blood Mage wasn't level 3 yet. I think if instead he just creeps, he gets up to 80 food. He buys like another heal scroll. Then I think he would have been in a better position. But now losing that fight, the Night Elf is going to be able to catch up in terms of army comp, in terms of resources, be able to start pumping out some Mountain Giants. As you can see, he's already going for Hardened Skin. So I think Flame kind of messed up there by doing that attack, and now PhilBois is totally in this game, and actually I think he's ahead. I think PhilBois is winning.
There's a heal scroll now. More damage on this Archmage. Got the second heal scroll. Might save his life.
Fairy Dragons too are very, very good. There's not a lot of rifles left. They all went down, and
there's
now
one.
just casters and breakers.
There's one rifle.
These Fairy Dragons are going to destroy with the Mountain Giants. You can't actually focus them with the taunt, and every time you cast anything, you're just getting damaged more and more, and not a lot of heal scrolls available with only one shop.
Black Mage level 3 though. That can change how effective the Panda is.
But now the breakers are useless because the Mountain Giants are almost out. So at this point of the game, you want to start thinking, how do I kill Mountain Giants?
Yeah, and that usually the answer usually is tier 3. But I don't see that.
And there's also a lot of Dryads now. So the other problem is, how do I kill the Dryads? I can't get past the Mountain Giants. My rifles aren't going to get on them. So now I need mortars. So you need Knights and mortars. So like he has to tech to tier 3, but it's going to take him forever. So there's a good amount of time where the Night Elf is just, you know, free roam, going to be able to take the reds and maybe even just push down his Expo.
Yeah, and he runs into a problem where he has to fight. He's at 72 supply. If he goes tier 3, is he going to 100 supply? He doesn't have the economy for it, so he needs to take a fight, but also needs to get up to tier 3 and not lose in this one fight in order to get his supply to the point where he can actually tech into the counter with PhilBois' army. He's taking the red now.
What's the item?
Cloak of Flames.
Oh.
So first Mountain Giant is out, so when he TP's over, there's going to be one Mountain Giant. So maybe this is okay, because there's only one Mountain Giant. If the second had gotten out, maybe this is really bad.
He didn't expect the Flame Strike. All the Wisps are down. Scroll of Protection, Breath of Fire was sweet into the castles. He got one heal scroll, though. Level 4.6 Demon Hunter holding on to that scroll. There's no Siphon, right? Or not a big Siphon. Panda can still do whatever he wants.
Panda's out of position.
Yeah, this is a weird positioning for PhilBois. The Breakers got really good surface area. The Fairy Dragon is putting in work and not being focused by the rifles. But the Demon Hunter, Mana Burn, slowly turning for PhilBois, but can he deal with these Breakers? Blood Mage being focused has no TP, no invul, no heal scroll.
Slow though.
Slowly.
Good timing. Level 5 Demon Hunter. Panda is healthy again thanks to the rejuve, and the Fairy Dragons are doing insane damage to the casters.
Oh my god, that was it.
I think so too.
He traded kind of okay though, so maybe if he was teching tier 3 behind this and the plan was just to try to trade off some units, get to tier 3 and get Knights, maybe that was okay. But now the problem is, I think PhilBois just pushes him and wins.
Yeah, tier 3 and a workshop on the way during that fight, I think would have been totally fine. He killed all the Wisps, which are now being rebuilt at this Tree of Life, but you know, so he bought himself a little bit of time, and the supply is almost even, but he's just not going to have the counter for this army.
He also shouldn't be fighting, because he doesn't have an army to fight this army. He needs to just run back into his towers and hope that he can delay, or maybe PhilBois doesn't push, and then he can get to that tier 3 army.
Level 5 Panda, man. I mean, the Breakers, they don't really care about the Panda, but it's so powerful, especially when the ultimate hits. Breakers is what keep Flame in the game so far, but the Demon Hunter takes care of them pretty well.
And actually, these Dryads crush the Breakers as well. Look how slow they're moving.
So you have another slow, the Demon Hunter. The staff is on the Demon, so no potential to staff this Demon Hunter out. Does he have another slow? He's got no mana. It's one shot.
No way.
Oh no! I can't believe he got out. TPs.
Wow.
Will anything get caught out before the TP though? Maybe a couple of archers not going to get into range.
Oh.
Yeah, Locke doesn't get into range, but is it enough just to fight the army?
Can he just? Can he just?
I don't need heroes. Actually, no. The Dryads are falling, so this was okay from Flame.
Phil might be getting a little nervous here. So close to victory. What a game again.
Expo just now fully mining. The 5th Wisp just went into the gold mine after that first push on the expansion. So that's maybe what's slowly clawing Flame back into the game, but he's still not going tier 3. Cool.
I think Flame thought he was all in, and so that's why he's not teching tier 3. If his plan was, hey, look, I'm going to try to build an arm. I mean, he's still building breakers. Okay, that's a really big mistake. Like, breakers don't really do anything anymore.
Against bears, they're kind of good. It's only 2 mountain giants. It's not that many.
Only 14 supply of mountain giants.
Yeah, well.
That's true. There are 3 bears. There are the heroes. Breakers are decent against them, but there's 2 mountain giants and a lot of dryads, and breakers aren't good against dryads either. You definitely have to get the mortars. At least you have to get mortars. If you're going to stay on breakers, that's fine.
Yeah.
But rifles aren't good enough at killing the dryads. You have to get mortars.
At least make the dryads dance, right?
Yeah. Dance, dance.
The
Make him
heroes are
twerk.
kind of getting out of control for PhilBois. Like 5.6, 5.6. He can't creep to get him up to 6, but one more good fight when this tier 2 army of the human just falls really, really quickly to the Breath of Fire. Like this could be Metamorphosis. Although the Blood Mage can keep the heroes under control a little bit, but you know, can you really stop Metamorphosis without Banish?
Not really, no.
Okay, this is the final fight. Drunken Haze, Breath of Fire
that
hitting
breath.
everything! And that Flame Strike, not as effective as the Breath of Fire.
Dryads, go for the Dryads. You gotta kill the Dryads. They're the damage here, but the Breath of Fire is also the damage. That's the last one, and the Flame Strike is back. And the Siphon will make sure there's more and more Flame Strikes. But look at the circle around Flame and GG.
Double G, following in the footsteps of the legendary Pato, is Mr. PhilBois from Brazil. Time.
You heard it here first, guys. They have Pele and they have PhilBois.
Exactly. Time for Rio to celebrate. You might be sad that the CS Major isn't there, but you got a Warcraft Major coming up, Major Qualifier, next week with Brazilian participation. That is so cool. New country, new fan base, more eyes on the DreamHack. We saw the Brazilians celebrating in chat already after the first map. I don't know. It's time for lots of drinks. Lots of Macarenas as well. Pre-pone carnival. Time for the Brazilian boot, exactly. Oh man, this makes me sad.
The soccer shoes, like the cleats, you know, you drink it out of a cleat.
Oh man, that's so cool. There were a lot of people very, very, very passionate about the performance of PhilBois here, and so many Brazilians signed up for this qualifier. I think 10 or something in the first round. And one of them boys makes it through to fight for the American main event. That's really hype.
Oh man. Yeah, there's a lot of support for him in the chat here. Oh
Yeah.
my goodness. Everyone's coming out of the woodworks and talking about this.
He played really good too. Like, you know, they have many reasons to be proud of him for sure as a representative for their scene, because like he played really good, very, very solid.
Absolutely awesome. And with that, Ping, super bad routing, as we learned from Brazil. They've always struggled, but they always followed the game. They are reporting about this game a lot as well. Shout out to Forks. I don't know when he started following me. He's like a reporter or journalist, and he's streaming a bit as well. He was in that game as well, so big shout out to Forks. Probably 5 years or something, so it finally pays off, all that passion. The kings of South America at the moment, not Peru anymore, but the Brazilians have taken over.
Yeah, that's really surprising. I thought it's been Peru for a really long time. They have an incredible esports scene there, but Brazil does as well, and now we're starting to see it pay off.
Really awesome. So wholesome. Cool result. We're looking forward to Phil's performance next week. It's gonna be one step further, a little bit harder, but he has a week of time to practice, hopefully. And now it's time to celebrate. Brazil, show me what you got in chat. We take a little break, and then it's time for Fred versus Deuce round 2. Stay tuned. Be right back.